I'm Tung Yin, professor of law at Lewis and Clark Law School. I research national security law and something that we wish nobody needed to study, which is terrorism law. So what I find fascinating about national security and terrorism law is it's really the intersection of constitutional law and criminal law and criminal procedure. The very first day of class, I just ask students, who's been pulled over for traffic infraction? And almost everybody raises their hand. And right away, I can get them to see that the Fourth Amendment applied to that interaction with a police officer. And then it also is a great way to get into a lot of issues that our students are more and more interested in talking about, issues about class, issues about race, issues about gender, because all of these questions of consent, when the officer says, do you mind if I look in your bag? The law treats it as, well, everybody can say yes or no, but we can get into, in class, empirical studies about, well, do people actually respond the same way? And so it's a very great way to get into not just the law, but a lot of these social issues that the law impacts that students are really wanting to get into. When 9/11 happened, there was a feeling we have to do something, we have to prevent this from happening again. And so the government took advantage of that and basically grabbed off of their wish list all sorts of things that the Clinton administration had pushed for but had been unable to get through Congress. And all of a sudden, after 9/11, all of that gets wrapped up into the USA Patriot Act. And in some senses, it's looking backwards. It's looking at, well, this is what happened with 9/11. We need to prevent another 9/11. And instead, what we risk is the next disaster happens, and then we just rush to cobble something together to try to prevent that from happening. Why this matters to me is the government is doing things supposedly to protect us, but it's all in our name and it impacts all of us.